Kitty. Hi, Kitty. Hi, Kitty. Hi, Kitty. He doesn't want anything to do with me. He walked right up to my mom and said hi. Silly cat. Alright, day number 3. For day 3, our goals were very similar to that of day 2. Get in, get our passes, and get out. On the truck, we kept everything the same. At this point in the week, we were calling it a bracket truck. This was the day that I had the major revelation on my car. Before the event, I had zeroed out my VVT settings because I had figured I'd set them up on the first day of competition. Well, I totally forgot to do that and finally remembered on day 3. So I pretty much left everything the same. I think I even turned the boost down track down just a touch, and I threw some VVT at it. Obviously, the VVT was where my missing horsepower was. We just set the new stock bottom end 4200 record. What's funny to think is this is one of the heaviest cars that we have put a 4200 into, and it now has set the new record. Imagine what this thing would do in something light. But we weren't done there. I decided to turn the boost up just a tiny bit down track and went up for my second pass.
Come on, let's go now. Light them up. Light them up.
And we broke the record again. Woohoo!
In a truck with 6.2 liter LS3.
So we got our 2 passes, and now it was time to hit the road. For our pit stop, we stopped at Profiler Cylinder Heads. Unfortunately, I didn't really have a chance to look around. I was too busy talking with fans at my car, which was perfectly fine. I don't think they were giving tours at Profiler anyways, and so it was time to hit the road again. Last fill up for the event, found some flex fuel. Try to get as much in there as possible, because tomorrow we're going to turn it up. Overall, day 3 was yet another uneventful day. Like I said before, an uneventful day on a drag and drive is nothing to complain about. So with that, we'll see you guys in the next one. Make sure you like and subscribe. Have a good day, guys.